What if the land you called home was also claimed by others as their ancestral property? This is the premise at the heart of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a deeply rooted dispute that has shaped the history of the Middle East. The genesis of the conflict dates back to the end of the 19th century, with the rise of two national movements, Zionism, aiming for the establishment of a Jewish homeland, and Arab nationalism, seeking self-determination. The stage was set for a clash when the United Nations adopted Resolution 181, known as the Partition Plan, in 1947. This plan sought to divide the British Mandate of Palestine into Arab and Jewish states. On May 14, 1948, the State of Israel was established, sparking the First Arab-Israeli War. The war ended a year later with Israel's victory, but not without a significant human cost. Approximately 750,000 Palestinians were displaced, and the territory was divided into three parts: the State of Israel, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip. Over the next few years, tensions in the region escalated, particularly between Israel and Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. The 1956 Suez Crisis and Israel's invasion of the Sinai Peninsula led these nations to sign mutual defense pacts. In June 1967, when Egyptian President Abdel Gamal Nasser initiated a series of maneuvers, Israel preemptively attacked Egyptian and Syrian air forces, starting the Six-Day War. Israel emerged victorious, gaining territorial control over the Sinai Peninsula, Gaza Strip, West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights. In 1973, Egypt and Syria launched a surprise two-front attack on Israel to regain their lost territories, marking the commencement of the Yom Kippur War or the October War. The war did not result in significant territorial gains for any of the parties involved, but it opened up the path for negotiations. This led to the signing of the Camp David Accords in 1979, a peace treaty that ended the 30-year conflict between Egypt and Israel. However, the issue of Palestinian self-determination remained unresolved. In 1987, the First Intifada, a Palestinian uprising against the Israeli government, erupted in the West Bank and Gaza Strip. The Oslo I Accords, signed in 1993, mediated the conflict by setting up a framework for the Palestinians to govern themselves in the West Bank and Gaza. This accord also enabled mutual recognition between the newly established Palestinian Authority and Israel's government. The Second Intifada, lasting from 2000 to 2005, was sparked by Palestinian grievances over Israel's control over the West Bank and the stagnating peace process. A visit by the then Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the third holiest site in Islam, also played a significant role. In response, the Israeli government approved the construction of a barrier wall around the West Bank in 2002, despite opposition from the International Court of Justice and the International Criminal Court. To summarize, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, with its roots in the late 19th century, has been marked by periods of intense conflict and tentative peace. It began with the establishment of the State of Israel and has since seen multiple wars, uprisings, and peace accords. However, the core issue of Palestinian self-determination remains unresolved, continuing to fuel the conflict. This enduring issue underscores the complexity of the situation and the challenges that lie ahead in the quest for a lasting peace.